So the first card you have for your past is Death. Yes, so death, obviously death is about, obviously some people don't know this, it's about something having to die and then something having to live after that. So it's actually a positive card. It's about new growth, letting something go and something new and very positive come out of that, usually positive. And it can be about death as well, it can be about different things, but usually it's a more positive card than people see it as. I'm seeing this is about you coming to some kind of realization about something, and I'm seeing that you probably had to put an end to some kind of mindset that you used to have, and I'm seeing this mindset probably went along with a group of people that you used to know. I hope this is going to make sense. I'll try and articulate this as well as I possibly can for you. So I'm seeing you could have moved, maybe physically, maybe not, but you had a kind of very major shift, and I am seeing you moving from one atmosphere to another atmosphere. So it could be, I'm seeing two things. I'm seeing job changes. This is why I'm getting confused. Job changes, and I'm seeing people changes. So a group of people changing a group of people and changing a kind of mindset or attitude, and leaving some people behind. I hope that makes sense. So I'm seeing a few different things, so that's why I'm getting confused. So yes, I'm seeing that you probably recently either changed jobs, moved on from a group of people, or you did both. Now, I'm seeing with the people, I'm seeing there was a group of people who you knew weren't good for you. And either you outgrew them, and you outgrew some of their ways, some of their behaviours, and also you weren't happy with the way that some of these people were treating you. And you got to the point where you just said, this really just had to end. I'm seeing enough is enough, enough is enough. So yeah, and then I'm seeing freshness, I'm seeing newness after that, coming out of things that you knew had to change. So this was a totally new start for you, that's what I'm seeing. And I'm not seeing you suddenly saying, I'm not speaking to anyone, but it was a decision, it was an actual decision that you made to stop concentrating on a group of people and to start concentrating on yourself and new things and new people. I keep on seeing job changes as well, so you might have changed jobs, changed departments, or something like that. So it might be that you had a change in job and you had a change in a group of people, or a change in the way you saw a group of people, or it could be that there were people at an old job and you'd moved on from those people into a new group of people in a new job. So it's either one or the other or both. I hope that makes sense. So the next card you have for your past is the Nine of Wands. So yes, you were kind of drawing a line, you were creating a barrier between you and these people. And again, I'm not seeing you suddenly cutting people off or anything like that. You weren't saying, right, I'm not speaking to them ever again. You were still talking to some of these people, but you were making it very clear where the line was. And, you weren't going to tolerate any negativity. And also you weren't going to tolerate anyone trying to make you do things you weren't happy to do. That's what I'm seeing. I'm getting this feeling that you felt you might have been taken advantage of by some of these people. Or maybe this is the way they were making you feel. And maybe they were asking you to do too many things for them. Maybe you were doing a lot for these people, they weren't doing anything for you. Maybe you were the first one to organize things or call people or something, and they weren't doing that to you. And maybe they weren't treating you well. That's what I'm seeing. So you were moving on, you were changing, and you were growing out of this group of people. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your past is the Knight of Swords. So yes, I'm seeing this card quite literally, actually. Rushing. I'm seeing a lot of rushing with this card. By literally, I don't mean that I'm seeing you riding on a horse carrying a sword. No, I don't mean that. Maybe you were, but that's not what I mean. You were travelling very, very quickly. You might have been driving very quickly somewhere to get there very quickly, rushing because you didn't want to be late. I'm actually seeing you having to get up very early. You might have even turned on more than one alarm to make sure you woke up on time, doing things like getting your clothes out early the night before, getting things ready the night before so that you just have have to get up, shower, rush off. That's the kind of thing I'm seeing. This might be around this new job or whatever this was that I was seeing, because I was seeing a new job. And that might be what it is. You might have had to make sure you got up early to get to this new job, and you didn't want to be late. You wanted to impress these new people, obviously. But yeah, definitely rushing to get to somewhere, and I am seeing that you did get there on time. That's what I'm seeing. So the first card you have for your present is the moon. Yes, the moon is it can be a very tricky card. It can be about, dark feelings, emotions, stress. It can be hiding things. It can be about seeing things as well. There are a lot of things in the moon card. It's a very complicated card. I'm seeing a lot of things. I'm seeing more distancing in this card. This might not be deliberate distancing, actually. I'm also seeing that you're going through some dark feelings, some uneasy feelings. You might be exploring some of these feelings. I'm seeing these feelings might have to do with some memories that you have of things that happened in your past. You're just remembering these things, going through these things. I'm also seeing someone who you could be avoiding contacting. Now, I'm not seeing that you're kind of deliberately avoiding contacting this person. It's not like you're saying, I don't want to speak to this person and I'm not going to talk to them ever again. They actually haven't done anything to you. But I am seeing with this person that you do have a history with them. They were probably around you when all of these negative things were going on in your life a long time ago, and you're remembering those things. So you might be kind of subconsciously associating that time and these memories with that person, and you might be avoiding speaking to that person. Now, I'm seeing that this person's actually, they would love you to contact them. They would love you to talk to them, but you're actually not doing that, and you're feeling quite bad about not speaking to them. You have a history with this person. You might even have a romantic history with this person, because I'm seeing that, maybe you were involved with this person and then you became friends with them after that. It might be something like that. Yes, and again, I'm seeing this person went through a lot with you, or they saw you go through a lot in your past. So you have a long history with this person. I'm not seeing this person's actually done anything wrong. They haven't contributed to any of these negative things that have happened in your past, but they were around you at that time. So, if this resonates, you might just have to first of all, you might have to separate them in your mind from all of these negative things that have happened. I'm seeing that you should probably contact this person. They haven't done anything wrong. They'd like you to contact them. And I am seeing it's probably your turn to contact them. They probably contacted you last. That's how they're seeing this. They could contact you, but that's how they're seeing this. And they are missing you. That's what I'm seeing. So try not to avoid this person. Try to address whatever these feelings are that you're having around this. This is very complicated. This is very complex. And I really hope, again, this is going to make sense. I'm seeing a lot of feelings, subconscious feelings, forcing you to avoid things or making you want to avoid speaking to someone that you should be speaking to. I hope that makes sense. The next card you have for your present is the Nine of Cups. So yes, you might be feeling as if you've left the worst behind you and you're on to new things at this time, which you definitely are. You might even be feeling as if you have a whole new life, and you have a whole new life ahead of you. You definitely do. That's definitely correct. And this life's full of new people and new experiences, and this is all very nice for you, very good. But you can't ignore some of these feelings from the past that you've had, and you're still trying to work through that. Again, try not to abandon everyone that is from your past. Some people, yes, some people in the Nine of Wands weren't good for you, you know that, but there are some people who were good for you. Now, again, you might not be consciously doing this. You might be, you're not thinking, I'm not going to speak to this person. This is this person in the Moon card. You're not thinking that. It's just that when you go to think about speaking to them, there's an uneasy feeling. And might even be mixed in with some guilt, because this person in the moon card hasn't actually done anything wrong. They're not aware of how some of their conversations make you feel as well. So it might be, if you do contact this person, it might be, you might have to actually say to them, you know, if you're going to talk about these things that happened in the past, I'd rather you not talk about them because they make me feel quite unhappy. So let's avoid that topic. You might just have to say that to them. But don't lose this person. This is a good person, and they go way back with you. They've been with you through some really bad times. Not many people have one of these people in their lives that have been through a lot with them. So again, I know you get this bad feeling when you go to contact them. It isn't about them. It isn't about them. Separate these bad feelings from this person. That's what I'm seeing. Now, I really hope this is going to make sense to you. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't. But I hope this gets out to the right person, because this is a really good person. And, you know, look at the man on the 9 of Cups. He's alone. He's alone. This person feels very alone. The last card you have for your present is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess can be about spirituality. It can be about, you know, feeling calm, quietly knowing things, having a calm knowledge about things. It could be about balance. It can be about keeping things to yourself, or someone keeping things to themselves as well. I'm seeing this as a message to you. Try to take some time out to process all of these changes you've been making in your life. They are positive changes. It was a good thing that you've made these changes, obviously, but maybe you haven't stopped to let your emotions catch up. I'm seeing that in the Moon card. You're going through a lot of bad feelings, a lot of kind of bad memories, all sorts of negative things are coming up, and you might be thinking, if I'm making all these positive changes and this is really positive, why am I having bad feelings? I should be feeling good. It's because you haven't processed all of those things, and also this is why you're not contacting this person. So you need to kind of process them in some way. So if you meditate, try to do that, or try to maybe get some quiet time to yourself. Let your spiritual side and your emotional side catch up with your physical actions. Sometimes it can help even to write everything down. Sometimes this can help. I'm not sure what, I've forgotten the name of it. It's something like writing. It's kind of, I don't know what I've forgotten the name. I know what it is, but I can't remember what it is. It's like just writing without thinking. Unconscious writing or something like that. You're just writing, and you're not thinking what you're writing. This is a really good exercise. I would fill up 3 pages with this writing. Now, just write everything that comes into your head. Even if you start by writing, I don't know why I'm writing this. This is stupid. I feel like an idiot. I don't know why this idiot woman's asking me to write this. I'm just writing this, blah, 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 blah. And then it will turn into, I feel like this. I don't know why I feel like this. Maybe it's because of this. Maybe it's because of that. I wish this would happen. I wish this would happen. I don't know why this person said this and I did this, and then I feel like this. I just need to get this out of my head because blah. It sounds like nonsense. Keep writing until you filled up 3 pages. Don't read it later. Don't make sure the spelling's correct. Don't make sure the writing's nice and you can read it. It's just to get the stuff out of your head. It's not to analyze. It's not to show anyone. Whatever you do, don't show anyone. This is just for you. This can be a good exercise to work through a lot of old bad feelings and memories. Yeah, don't do this if you don't want to. This is just something that I think can help. So, the first card you have for your future is the King of Pentacles. So yes, again, I'm seeing this new job or this new career opportunity or this moving department. This is some step up in your job that I'm seeing. Now, you might have already started this job by this time. This isn't just a new job. It's not like you've moved from one job to another job. This is a completely different thing, a complete change. You've never done anything like this before. This is a whole new thing. And I'm seeing, yeah, this was in your last reading as well, from my memory. I think I was talking about a new job for you or a career change or something like that. So yeah, there's definitely going to be an increase in money around this. This is the King of Pentacles. But I'm also seeing you having to train, or you're going to have to learn, and this might take a lot longer than you thought it would. It might even frustrate you a bit at how long it's taking you to learn this new thing. Now, the King of Pentacles is a slow card. It's a thorough card as well. And, you know, the King of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles didn't get to where he was by working, by, you know, just sitting around and not learning new things. It took him a long time to get to where he was. There was a lot of learning. There was a lot of hard work. There was a lot of things that didn't feel good, things that felt uneasy, things that felt difficult to him to get to where he is. And that's what you're going through at this time. You're going to learn, you're going to be working very hard at this time. This learning is, you know, it can be difficult to be a learner, to be suddenly, you know, on the bottom rung again. You're going to feel like that for a while. Try not to be frustrated, because this is a totally new thing that you're learning, that you're doing, and it's going to be worth it, definitely. It really, really is. So keep up with it. Don't be frustrated. When you're frustrated, just think, yes, I'll get through this. I'll get through this. It's all worth it. The next card you have for your future is the Knight of Cups. I'm seeing someone around you who actually has a lot of love for you, They might be expressing this love to you as a friend at this time. I'm actually seeing them say, I love you. But as a friend, you know, it's I love you as a friend, you know, but they actually probably mean that they do love you a lot deeper than a friend. Deep down, I'm seeing that they might see you as more than a friend. They probably do. I'm not seeing this person telling you this. So they're actually afraid. They might be afraid of rejection. They might be afraid if they tell you that they'll lose you as a friend as well, and they don't want to lose you as a friend. They don't want to take that risk. This is about not wanting to cross over. The Knight on this card, he's holding this cup out in front of him. His mind's on his emotions. So this person's mind is on their emotions. He looks as if he's just about to cross this river, but he's not doing it. He's not crossing it. He's on one side of the river. And you know, he's pausing, he's not crossing. So this person might not tell you how they're truly feeling. They might eventually, but they're not doing that at this time. They still think it's very risky in telling you how they feel. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your future is the Ten of Pentacles. So again, more money coming into your life. You have the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is fantastic. This is money coming into your life, but it means stability. It means money coming into your life, not just kind of a whirlwind of money coming in and you spend it and it's gone. This is something that's giving you a stable background. This is something that's backing you up, if that makes sense. This is showing me that, you know, this new increase in your finances, this is really going to help you to start saving a lot more, building up your money again. And I'm saying again because I have seen a lot in your readings that you've had a few financial ups and downs. You've been through times where, you know, you've been living week to week and you've had to kind of spend everything you had on bills and things and food and everything else. You didn't have much, maybe even nothing left over. And there were times when things would go wrong, like things like your car would break down or something would happen and you'd have to shell out for that. And then you're kind of scraping around trying to find money for the rest of the week or the month or whatever it was. You've been through some really, really hard times financially. This is all over for you. And what I'm seeing with this card is you're going to start to build up a lot of savings behind you. You're going to have a lot of backup behind you so that if something like that goes wrong again, you won't have to stress about it. You'll have that there. You'll be able to pay for whatever happens. Also, it's more than that. You'll have more. You'll have enough to kind of fork out if you need to, if you have a disaster. Plus, you'll have a lot more behind that as well. Savings, backing you up. You might even be able to invest, things like that. And I'm also seeing, when I look at this card, I also look at this archway, which is showing me shelter. It shelters people when it's raining or when it's snowing or whatever. People kind of huddle under there to shelter. So you might even have a new kinds of insurance as well that are going to help you if you if things go wrong. You're going to be able to easily deal with things if they go wrong. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry about that. So yes, this is looking fantastically positive for your future.